Hello and welcome to the Two Guys Named Chris show.
Do you believe in omens? Do you believe in omens?
Just as I was getting ready to crack these microphones and get them hot with the acoustics and all.
And the amplifiers amplifying.
Just crackling. This is my favorite part of the day. The excitement leading into this program. 30 seconds before it starts, I think to myself, my God, how many shows are getting ready to go on? And all that excitement is building. Who knows where this day will lead us here? And right as I'm getting ready to crack the mic, laying right on the microphone button, right with my button pushing finger, is a large dead bug. It appears to be a fly.
It's a housefly.
Fly, yeah.
I mean, how does it get into this?
Ugh.
The number of doors that creature had to come through to get and then die right there.
Die right there. Just dead. Right there. Nobody killed him. He's just dead. He hasn't smashed. He's just laying there in his...
Maybe he got here and he's like, oh, God, I'm at a radio station.
Look what's going on here.
Oh, God, I got to... you know what?
Is that BB Shaq?
He was attracted to the stench of this program.
I guess that's it.
You know how they like garbage and poo.
Oh, yeah. They're attracted to the stench and it just dies right there on the board away from me. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Oh, my God. Can't be. That's my button pushing finger right there. I'm supposed to push. That's a fly right there. Later on the grid, a family near Los Angeles had a rattlesnake get on their stairs. Left the back door open. Their dog comes in and out the back door. Wait till you hear it. They got audio of the rattle. They thought it was water running somewhere. It was the rattle of a rattlesnake.
Okay.
That's scary. It's not on the grid. It's not on the grid yet.
So don't even.
Sorry, it's not on the grid yet. Yesterday, I spent some time. This is another. You talk about the stench of this program.
I do a lot. You know,
it is actually pretty bad.
I came in. Biggie, I'm not sure I should with you, but I told Kelly after the holiday weekend, the 3-day Labor Day break, this building smelled like vomit.
It did.
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And then it just went away.
I know.
Oddly, I don't think anybody cleaned it or anything either.
I doubt it.
Just went away. I was trying to kind of figure that out. I did smell that. But there's a stench.
It's horrible.
There's a stench. The show itself.
Yeah.
We were just mentioning there are others in the building here, and I called some. And I was so wrong. I just called someone an S-head, about an hour and a half ago.
You were lashing.
I was lashing. I said to Kristen, I'm lashing.
You're trying to make some changes in your life again.
I'm trying to get off Diet Coke. I know it's bad for me.
You're on the sauce.
I'm on the sauce right now, and I think today is my last day on the sauce. I'm going to...
The shirt.
Ooh, I love the shirt. I love the shirt.
Yeah, and don't, you know what?
Shirt.
You're a soda girl.
I am a soda girl.
I'm going to say this, and I mean it. Don't do this to your family this
I know,
weekend.
I know.
Because what's going to happen, and you know what? Don't. You got a vacation coming up, man.
I want to be off the sauce by vacation.
To ruin it for everyone? What's...
For the large group,
here,
not just your
for the whole
family.
group.
Your timing here is once again impeccable.
I just feel a little bit bloated. I have a big event at the gym coming up. I have a dry try in 20 days, and I'm just like, you know what? I gotta unbloat myself, and that bloats me.
Okay.
So I was talking about a dear colleague, and I said, what an S-head.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
One of those you tried to grab it before it
I did. And I thought,
reached the ear of the listener.
I'm lashing. And then Kristen says, do you think Biggie says that about us when we're not around, that you're full of S? And when people say, is Chris Kelly really that? But yes, he is.
Absolutely.
I don't think Biggie even lets him finish the sentence.
I don't either. Does Chris Kelly really? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can it get? Yes, he is that bad. He's really that awful.
Yeah.
Does he treat you as badly? Yes.
Yes.
It's not an act.
No.
It's real.
It isn't.
Yesterday, you talking about the stench of this program. I got an email from a woman who says, stop talking about politics. I'm sick of you talking about politics. And she said, I really enjoy it, but I'm sick of it. I enjoy the show, but I'm sick of politics. And I wrote back and I just said, I don't know that anyone has expressed a political opinion during this election season, because I've said personally, I'm not making a prediction during the election. Short of saying there's a debate next week, or, there was a Democratic convention or whatever it is, I don't think we've done anything except give information. And she said, I heard a political opinion, blah, blah, blah. And I said, when, and who said it?
Tried to pin her down.
I did. I tried to pin her down. And she said 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said,
Sweet Jesus.
yeah, I just said, you didn't hear a political opinion at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just said, you didn't.
Yeah.
I said, you did not hear a political opinion at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And she said it was a song introduction, and the person on your air said such and such and such about a debate, but then said, but Donald Trump just does what he wants to do anyway. And that's a political opinion. And I said, who was it? What?
You want to name names?
I said, what? Small-minded numbskull said this. And she said, I think his name was BB something.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
BB something.
I said, wait a minute.
We know
now.
what BB something.
I said, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. And I said, I have to stand corrected then. It's possible that our man BB Shea in the afternoon said something to that effect. So I said, I stand down. I said, I stand down.
He's a loose cannon that
All right,
guy.
It's possible he gave a slight political opinion. It's possible.
It was him.
Okay, you heard it. You knew it.
Well, I got an email as well
Okay.
saying, you tell BB Shea
Shut up.
he don't know nothing about Mr. Trump. Okay.
All right.
And I didn't know either till
I
said,
fought
well,
her. I fought her because
Yeah.
I knew. I just said we haven't
Yeah.
really delved into short of saying polls are close
Yeah.
or something like that. We
But
haven't said anything.
I defended BB Shea. I said, well, that's not a political opinion.
What did he say? He said
He does say what he wants.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
Fact.
It's fact.
That's
Yeah.
fact. Trump
He'll
says
tell
what he
you
wants.
that.
Yeah.
He will tell you himself. He says
says what he
exactly
wants.
once. Yeah.
I guess that's right. The woman's point was, I don't want to hear politics.
I just want Led Zeppelin.
I just want Led Zeppelin, or I want banter about fun
Yeah.
things. I don't want any politics. Hard to ignore the biggest story in the world.
Exactly.
It's tough.
It really is.
It's a tightrope to walk. That's for sure. In fact, and by the way, I still have the things to look forward to in September.
Ooh, maybe that's why the flies
Is that
did
the
it
stench?
here.
That's what smells.
That material is rancid.
We're getting late.
We're into September.
We're getting late into the debate. Woo, we got a debate to look
NFL.
forward to. Oh, NFL tonight. NFL. Chiefs Ravens. I have my Super Bowl prediction. Okay, here's an envelope right here.
That's what also smells.
There it is, right there. Now I labeled it Chris Kelly's Super Bowl prediction. We do this every year. I put my prediction into an envelope and seal it. Now, has it ever been close to right? No.
Not really.
No. I had the Chiefs winning last year, but wrong team as its opponent. I really go in. I say, here's who they're playing, who the teams are, here's the final score, here's the MVP. There's a lot written down on this sheet of paper. And I put it in an envelope and say, Chris Kelly Super Bowl prediction, open Monday, February 10, 2025. That's the day after the Super Bowl. And it has my prediction on it. Now, normally, Dave Aiken signs the back of that envelope.
Dave's not here.
So he's not signing.
Yeah, he's the keeper of all things sealed. In fact, he has a special method that he uses with sealing wax to make sure that the envelopes cannot be tampered with.
We light a candle every morning in here, like every radio show in America. We light a candle because of the stench.
You have no idea.
There's a stench in here.
I mean, bugs are dropping dead in here because of this show.
The dead bug right here. So we light a candle, and of course, the candle wax liquefies. And our man Dave Aiken
Dave's not here.
used to stick his thumb into the softened candle
He
wax.
poured just a little bit onto the envelope and then smush it with his thumb. It was something. It was like watching Louis Couture's
So
sign an order.
Yeah.
In the 1700s.
Exactly. So there's no way for me to tamper with what's inside this envelope because it's sealed, and he signed it right over the edge where it is sealed. So I put my Super Bowl prediction in the envelope today and said to Chris Demm, you have to sign it. And he goes, I'm not signing that thing.
That's not my job.
So it's not. So I signed it right over the edge.
Okay.
And I'll stick my thumb in hot candle wax. I've thought about using candle wax in a sexual
For sex play.
For sex play before. I never have.
That's what I'm worried about. All right. I'm worried that you stick your thumb into that wax and suddenly you're like, ooh, I can't stand up.
Yeah, right. It's
I gotta
possible.
sit for a minute.
That's possible.
And then you're harassing all of us.
I thought about it. A little candle wax in sex play. Ooh, am I too old for it?
I don't think so. You see, you're right at the point where guys start getting into weird things and get arrested.
Yeah. I think it's about that time. So it has been sealed, and I will put the wax, because we're burning the candle right now, and we'll drizzle the wax over it here momentarily. It's not the same. I mean, it's just not.
No.
And I wasn't even going to make a prediction, but then I said,
if you hold it up to light, can you see the word Chiefs?
I'm not saying. I'm keeping that private.
Can you see three-peat?
You will not know until 10 February 2025, the year of
the
our
only
Lord.
question is, which NFC team did you curse this year?
Yeah.
Often it's the Cowboys.
Often
it's the Rams.
Had the Cowboys in it last year. That's right. But I had the Chiefs in there last year and winning it last year. Can the 49ers make a run again this year? They're a year older. I don't know.
It's so many things come down to injuries.
That's so unpredictable.
If key players get injured,
so
it can ruin a season.
But the political discussion, I look. This is why I mentioned the things to look forward to in September. They did a thing. I guess Google does this every month. I didn't realize it. The top who, what, when, where, why questions that were Googled in August. And the number one who is who's speaking at the DNC tonight. I didn't know that they did that, but they come out with. So if the word who, what, when, where, why starts the question, and I don't think you could never guess what they are. Who is speaking at the DNC tonight was the number one who question in August. The what question is, what does monkeypox look like? Because that reared its head again, I suppose.
Yeah, it was. They were talking about maybe impacting Americans traveling abroad. I don't even know where the mpox is right now.
I don't either.
I can't remember if it's what part of the world it's in.
I hear people talking about it once in a while, mpox or monkeypox, and is it going to be an issue? But it died down some. I mean, I heard a little bit about it, then I hear more. The when question and the where question both have a television show, the same television show in it. Do you want to guess, Biggie, what the TV show was most Googled about?
TV show?
Let me see what it's on. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet it's a streamer.
I think. I'm not positive, honestly.
When, where?
It's when does blank air?
Love is Blind.
Love Island.
Okay. I think that's a spin-off of Love is Blind.
Well, really?
Right. When does the Love Island reunion air? And where can I watch Love Island? Those are the when and where. And then and I wondered this myself. The why question is, why is everyone saying demure? Because I hear that's a TikTok video apparently made that.
Yes, that's a whole thing now that I don't understand either.
You're so demure.
No, and I don't know if it means what we used to think demure means.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they're using it ironically or in a different sense.
It's a TikTok thing. It means,
but I do see the word a lot.
A lot. It means be mindful of how you present yourself to the world, and it was in some video that went rampant, but I didn't see the video, so I never know that.
Yeah, it's one girl they're now calling the demure.
The demure girl. Michelle, our listener farthest away, is in Japan. She wanted to comment on sex wax. Michelle, go ahead.
Well, hi. Demure is more of a trad wife code word. I'm not going to go there. But as for the sex wax, yeah, I'm into that among other things. And first of all, I've got to say, don't try and use just like a regular candle wax. Don't stick your thumb in the wax you use to seal the envelope because it's too hot. Waxes made out of lots of different kinds of things. And if you're going to be playing with wax, you need to use a wax that's either 100% paraffin or 100% soy or a mix of paraffin and soy. Any sort of beeswax or any of that kind of stuff, those kind of waxes, they're way too hot. They will burn your skin. So definitely get the right thing. Do your research. Don't just go sticking your hand in wax and thinking this is good. Now, it is fun. It is very fun. And it can be really relaxing, actually. Mm-hmm. I do think you should try it, but don't try it with any old candle you got lying around.
You act like I don't research things. Well, you act like I just run into things without
willy-nilly,
without properly researching those things. I'm ready to stick my thumb in that candle right now.
We got to put the candle below the wick out first.
Well, blow the wick out and do that. I think I can do that.
Don't waste a Yankee candle.
Yeah, you don't want beeswax on there.
Yeah, that's good Yankee candle. And I'll have to have my safe word, ready to go in case the wax is too hot.
Are we talking about it in here or are we talking in your bedroom?
In my bedroom. These are two different things.
Yeah.
In my bedroom, I'll have to have the safe word, obviously.
That sounds like something I never saw the movies, but it seems like that candle play probably came up with in the 50 Shades movies.
Do you know that, Michelle? Did candle play come up in that?
Oh, I don't remember if it's in that movie or not because I haven't seen it. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. But it's been around for centuries. And one tip I will tell you, the higher you drip the candle wax on, the cooler it is when it hits your skin. So if you hold it really high and then you drip it and then you start going lower and lower, getting closer and closer to the skin, you can slowly find the temperature point that's right for you.
Wow.
A color system instead of a safe word. You say like green is great, yellow is like right on the edge, and red is too hot. So if you like red, stop, go back,
Fantastic.
This is like a TED Talk on sex wax.
Yeah.
Everybody has something on which they can speak for about 10 minutes without notes.
She's got it. I mean, right. I didn't even know sex wax was going to come up here, and look at her. Boom. She calls and gives a lesson on it. Thank you, Michelle. Now, that's intriguing. Okay.
I thought you might be.
I'm intrigued by that. That's titillating.
So is your Google search next one going to be, what is a paraffin candle? Where can I get a soy candle?
Yeah.
So what is safe sex wax?
But I'll have to run that by my wife now. I don't know that
I don't think you can just do it
Yeah,
unilaterally.
no, you can't just come in and just do something like that. No way. No way. I can't just bring up wax or.
Here, hand me that candle. What?
I think at the.
Watch this.
Yeah. What could you just bring in without saying whipped cream, maybe something like that?
I don't even think that.
Yeah, even that you got to be careful where you're spraying.
You have to know. You have to. Yeah.
You're gonna get more bugs in there too.
This fly's got me up nights. Now this thing, this just died from the stench right here. Speaking of whipped cream now, and doing something unilaterally, I don't know that Biggie will like this. McDonald's just made an announcement, and I believe it's by the end of the month. They will get rid of the plastic domed-shaped lid on all their McFlurries. I know Chick-fil-A does that, too, because they have a whipped cream on top. So it's a dome-shaped plastic lid.
The topping on top of the milkshake or the McFlurry goes above the rim of the cup.
Yeah, that's right. And it's clear, and it's like a dome, and it has a hole in the top for the straw. But because it creates so much plastic, they've done away with that now. And for the environment and for the earth, they have decided to go with an all-paper covering of their McFlurry. They have a brand new cup that they're doling out.
It's amazing what we fall for.
You think it's just... I wonder if it... is it maybe cheaper for them to make anyway?
Yeah, probably.
And then they can say...
plastic's pretty cheap.
So plastic cheaper than paper?
I don't know the answer to that, but plastic is that's why it's everywhere. It's so cheap and it's easy to ship.
And that dome, though, I thought was more about protecting the worker because if I'm not mistaken, the way you make a McFlurry is you stick like the spoon onto the mixer.
Yeah.
And then you take the cup and you hold it up and kind of move it up and down to mix everything. And that dome is catching the splatter. The dome's not for you.
It's for them.
Yeah.
Well, I know at Chick-fil-A that their milkshakes have a big whipped cream dollop on top, and the dome has to be there, or the whipped cream gets all flattened out. So it's there. It's the same thing. It's a plastic dome, and I guess that plastic dome is floating up in the oceans now and causing issues for marine life. So McDonald's is getting rid of that. McDonald's, they're making some changes to their menu too to go, less expensive to try and get more customers.
Well, we're back to the fast food wars of cheaper. Still not as cheap. I don't think it will ever be as cheap as it once was.
It may not.
But you're seeing people seem to be trying to go for that like $5 and under meal. I mean, even Subway now is offering I think you got to use their app, but certain subs are once again back to being $6.
I can't remember where I heard it, but it's drilled into my brain forever now. If you've got $5, you got McDonald's money.
Yeah, well, yeah. I got McDonald's money. I got McDonald's. That's a good jingle because as soon as you said it, I thought of it. So those are the two new things at McDonald's today.